Hello everyone. Today we will talk about one of the legendary company of the business, and that is AWS. So AWS has really changed the landscape of the cloud computing. It has given a massive impact on how company get launched, how company prioritize their services. So before talking about AWS, first we will know about cloud computing. So what is cloud computing? First of all, so cloud computing is a service which you get access through the internet. The data which is, for example, the data you render through the Instagram or Facebook, which is stored in a server, and the and through internet you get the data that is called cloud computing. So cloud computing has a lot of type like data storage, uh, automation, networking, and a lot of things. Very There are large amount of services which comes under the cloud computing. So now let's talk about the financial report of the AWS. So you will shocked to know that Amazon has generated $550 billion revenue in 2024, and out of that $90 billion has come from AWS, which is approximately 16%. But when you realize that the 60% of the Amazon revenue, Amazon profit come from AWS, you will really you will really shocked. And so first of all, we will know how the hell very how the hell AWS has a large margin. And second, we will know that without how the AWS has eliminated competition and become something like one of the largest company of the internet internet era. So let's talk about the product strategy. So the first product strategy revolved around the customer centricity. So as you know, the Amazon overall is a very customer centric company which always put customer in their focus. So as Jeff Bezos has said, that there is a one chair left in their meeting for the customer, and that is really same for the AWS. So AWS has done a lot of things according to the customer need, like launching storage services, and over the period of time they make so much services that now Amazon has become a full ecosystem. AWS has become full ecosystem of the services. The second, the second product strategy is scalability and reliability. So, giving a consistent service to any company is a very hard thing. One of the hard thing to making a trust, and AWS has done it really very well. And by giving a good service, reliable service, and has really make a trust among the developers to use constantly use their product. The third strategy is cost. So cost is always a big part of the AWS. AWS always try to reduce the cost and increase the efficiency of the developer, and AWS, that is why Netflix, which is the competitor of Amazon Prime Video, has taken this has used the and still using the AWS. And you can now imagine that how the health, the service, and the cost they have optimized. Fourth strategy is focus on emerging services. So as the time passes, the technology grows, and everyone has like Google Web Services, Azure, they all have become a very competent. So to keep up this competition, AWS always work on the cutting edge technology, which help them to become ahead of the curve and also cater the need of the customer. And and this is very like you can understand it by common sense, because AWS focus the one of the best customer group out there in this world, which is developer. One of the first mover, like any product has the first mover, 10% first mover, and Amazon cater to that. So it is the necessity of AWS to focus on the new technology to like to keep up the race. Fifth is vertical integration, you can say. So what is vertical integration? Vertical integration is like integrating from going deep in any services. Like if in healthcare, they have a branch of services. Like For healthcare there is analytics, for healthcare there is LLMs. So AWS is something like that. In every industry they have like deep services which cater to directly the deep into that services, which help their customer to get engaged with that services. And let's talk about this. And the sixth strategy is developer friendly approach. So any company has to be a customer friendly, and AWS is a developer first company. So constantly they constantly bring bring developer, and they made the developer community, and they have a very friendly approach with the developer, and which help them to retain the developer and have a good relationship with developer. So now let's talk about the retention strategy. So yeah, like retention strategy, first retention strategy is same, the flexibility and scalability. So the as customer always want a flexibility and like consistent services which AWS has given, and which help them to retain their customer. Second is cost, which we have talked before in the product strategy, that they always focus on cost saving, and which help the customer, developer, and company to reduce their cost. Third is third is developer and partnership with developer, and this help them to gain the very this help them to make a very good relationship with developer, and which really help them to retain the developer. So now we will talk about the growth strategy of the AWS, and then we will conclude. So before moving to the growth strategy, the last and very important, which I have sorry for that, which I have left, is a comprehensive ecosystem. So one time a developer enter in their ecosystem, it is very hard for them to change the services, and they constantly try to like for very less, also very less appealing for them, because they gain a very good amount of services in one platform, which help them to customer, which help them to retain the customer. So now let's talk about the growth strategy. So the first growth strategy is innovation in technology. So they have always worked on innovating in technology, and iterating, launching a new product, getting iterated very fast, and which help them to become ahead of the curve, and which also help them to give a developer a good amount of services, a better option, a broader choice. So this help the retailer to always try on new technology, and developer also like become happy to try new things, getting new access for that. Second growth strategy is, sorry, let me see from my script, global infrastructure support. So as time passes, they have launched global. So as time passes, they started to get a lot of customers. So if we talk about the third growth strategy of the AWS, which is the focus on small and medium businesses. So, so let's talk about from the very beginning. AWS was a very small business and a side product of the AWS. But over the period of time, it started to catering the small businesses, a small startup, and when the small startups see the value in it, the large organization started to opt this solution, the solution AWS solution, and this so we can draw a lesson from it that start small, and starting small, and AWS. So in gene, AWS has a gene, and Amazon has a gene of starting small. And Jeff Bezos has said that they always try to focus on starting small things, and if out of 100 small project, if the 10 will succeed and 90 will fail, the 10 will cover all the cost of the 90 failure and give a very big best result. So by this, I want to say thank you for watching this video. Again, background bad. I'm trying to uh, in last video I have uploaded, like I have given the good thumbnail, And in this video or next or in fewer video, I will try to bring a good background. I know this is bad, and also this is like a very not, it does not look very good, and I have seen that the reach of video is also getting affected. So I think I should keep this red screen as a like as a background. So thank you for watching this video, and I think this is my third video, and I know not a lot of people is watching this, liking this, but no problem. If you like this video, like. If you don't like this video, dislike. Thank you, and thank you for watching. But if you watch this video, thank you. And if you dislike this video, please give this feedback in your comment. I will listen to it, and I will try to bring best out of it.